Snowmen rose with icy glares, frosty fists, no time for prayers. They marched on north, the elf blood froze, the peppermint fields now lined with woes.
Jack-o'-lantern lit the spark.
A pumpkin grin, a scheme so dark.
It was the lies of endless snow.
If Christmas ends, you'll never go.
Ho, 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 ho. Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats, and all the ships at sea. It's your boy, the oggm, broadcasting live from Site B, located in the Scroogiest of Scroogies, Fresno, Nevada, which does not in fact exist. How you doing? Hopefully you have survived another weekend, and you're one day closer to getting your Christmas shopping done and ready to curl on up for your long winter's nap. It's Monday, and on Monday we take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game PDF bundle sales things that are available and see if any of them wet our whistle, tickle our fancy, or even look vaguely interesting. Not surprisingly, we have several Christmas-themed adventures and a lot of bundles and charity things, as it is the season of giving. Nothing really stood out at me at first glance, but we'll take a look. Maybe there's a hidden gem in this stocking of treasure, and maybe there isn't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. How you doing today, chat? So that's what I'm supposed to call you, right? Chat? There we go. But I am Tomb Unbound from Kobold Press. Fantasy Grounds announced that it's moving to a free-to-play module. For those who previously purchased licenses, you can get 15 free products, including adventure packs for Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, Star Trek, Call of Cthulhu, Traveler, Transformers. If you happen to already have these, you receive a free gigabyte giftable copy you can share with a friend. So if I have all of those, you'll give me replacements to give with a friend if I just have one of those. This ends January 1st. So what they're saying is, once upon a time, Fantasy Ground was pay to play. Now it's free to play, at least to get in. I don't know beyond that. And they're giving away free products for the people who paid the 40, 50, 80, 100. And they're like, oh, sorry, here you go. Here's some freebies. But if you already have them, well, you give them to somebody else. There's probably more to this story as to why they went to that format. We'll see what happens. Kobold has released their advent calendar. This one features a bunch of discounts for stuff like that, leading up to about $50 to $100 worth of discounts. A lot of free stuff like PDFs, stuff like that. So if you're interested in picking up some Kobold Press 5e adjacents product, this is the way to go. As we have said dozens of times before, if you are a fan of 2014 5th edition, Kobold Press is your best place to continue to support those products, as they're making all their stuff for 5e 2014 adjacent. Inspired by the HBO show The Chair Company, we have a new fiasco playset called Middle Life Management. It's built around the life of a corporate ladder full of conspiracy and paranoia. Take the challenge of The Office and see what happens. So this is, if you're familiar with The Office TV show, both American and European version, and the Paper Company TV show, here it is in role-playing game form. Would that work as a role-playing game? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, somebody somewhere thought these were a good idea. I'm sure, somebody thought that people wanting to role play employees at Starbucks was a good idea. There is a massive cry out there of people wanting to role play The Office and all the hijinks you get up into the corporate workspace. I don't remember all those hijinks we got up to when I worked for the corporations. No, I don't either, because it never happened. But okay. Then we've got all the Christmas stuff. So we've got a whole bunch of Christmas-themed adventures, holiday-themed adventures, holiday-themed classes, blah, blah. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, at least 50 various freebies, adventures, 90% of which are D20 adjacent for D&D or your favorite OGL. So, yeah, we expect Christmas-themed, holiday-themed adventures. I just did my holiday-themed adventure for my live play. Hopefully you had a chance to watch it, where they fought Vampire Maria Carey. Please forgive me, Maria Carey. I mean no insult by making you the bad guy. Moving on, we have our sales. We've got the drive-thru Black Friday Cyber Monday sale. It goes till December 9th. That's tomorrow. So this contains a whole bunch of things. Marvel Multiverse role-playing games, Cyberpunk, Fabula Ultima, Plan 9 from Outer Space. I did not know they made a Plan 9 from Outer Space role-playing game. Savage Worlds, Paranoia, Mythic, Vampires, The Masquerade, Lazy Dungeon Master series, and over 40 different other titles, including Wizards of the Coast and TSR Dungeons & Dragons books, all marked 75% off. To celebrate the second season of the Fallout TV show on Amazon, we have a new Fallout pack. We've got the entire line of Fallout RPG and miniature products, all marked down 33% off. This ends December 31st. These are both PDFs and STL files and 3D printer files for the miniatures. At this point, this is where I would remind you that if you're going to download these PDFs or STL files, and especially if you're going to transfer the STL files to your 3D printer, please run them through a virus checker, check them for viruses, check them for malware, check them for anything that could be insidious, because it's that time of year. Roll20 has a sale going on for several of their core rules like Pathfinder, Warhammer, The Expanse, Paranoia, Scion, Traveler, Fate, and more. 30% off. Again, this is Roll20 of VTT, so you have to have Roll20 to install these, and if you're going to install them, please check them for nastiness. Candle Obscura, the horror occult game from Darrington Press, is marked down on drive-thru and on the digital platforms. Wow, 60 to 99% off all the Candle Obscura stuff and Candle Obscura adjacent stuff, because wow, what a success that was, right? I can just see people lining up at the door to get their Candle Obscura. The only way this is going to sell is curiosity. People like me who are like, okay, let's see how bad the system really was. I'll pay $1 for it, sure. Where did Candle Obscura go wrong? So many reasons, you know. We often jokingly about this would be a masterclass at how not to do something. And Candle Obscura definitely was a masterclass at how not to do something. Though there are people who are fans of it and really enjoyed it. So, yeah, but, you know, for every failure Critical Role has, they knock it out of the park at least once a year, and that's all it takes, right? So if you're curious, it's marked down. We've got some more game assets, 10,000 game accesses for $10. These can do graphic assets, pixel art assets, audio files, models, and a pear tree. Oh, it's a joke, because fine, yeah, I get it now. I thought pear tree was another computer name. Like, oh, pear tree, is that some diode? No, partridge in a pear, but this one's going a acid into pear tree. So yeah, if you're a video editor creator guy, you know what these are, and they're $10. And again, because we're dealing with digital media, check them, run them through the safety tools, all that stuff. Bundle of Holding has got 2 Shadowrun bundles. Don't know why everybody's running Shadowrun bundles. Maybe there's a new version coming out and they want to try and empty out the vaults. Don't know. This is Shadowrun 5th edition. Does Shadowrun need a new edition? Bundle 1 is $15. Contains all the basic core rule books, everything you need to make characters and stuff like that. Bundle 2 is $20 and contains all the expansions and adventures and settings and stuff like that. Bundle 3 is $15 and contains some more adventures, both homemade and stuff like that, campaigns, maps of other parts of the world. So 3 different bundles, all running about $20 each. 20, 40, for $80, you pretty much have everything ever printed for Shadowrun 5th edition. Moving on to charity bundles. Drive-thru has their Feeding America bundle, which contains a lot of superhero role-playing games, which I guess makes sense. This is $25. It contains 50 titles, including Call of Cthulhu, Capers, Icons, Mutants and Mastermind, Year Zero, a lot of VTT, some zines, and other stuff. This goes to support Feeding America. If you're an aspiring content creator, Humble Bumble is running a video YouTuber type thingy containing the Cinematic Magic Vegas Pro and Sound Pro bundle. This bundle features Vegas Pro 22, SoundForge Pro 17, Music Maker 2024 Premium, Movie Studio 2024, and a voucher spelled wrong for $60 worth of sound collection songs and animations for Producer Plant. Producer Plant? I'm guessing that's the name of the company that made these products. So these are all big wiggy editing, soundboardy, super complicated thingies. If you're into that kind of stuff, it's $45, considering how most of these usually cost $60 to $90. Getting them all for $45 is a pretty good deal, I would assume, and it goes to support food banks in the area. We have the Ultimate Content Creator Audio Bundle from companies like Audio Hero. This is $20. It goes to support the Children's Miracle Hospital. It's got hundreds of music, sound effects, playlists, digital modifiers, music bundles, podcast enhancer bundles, 200 downloadable credits, 100 playlists. I don't know what any of this means, but if you're a podcaster or audio creator, you probably do. So $20 for this huge collection of audio, video, soundy words. Oh, I got a comment. Bob Paints Money says he'd like to forget 2014 and what it did to pop culture. Okay, well, that's fair enough. Let's face it, everything after 80s was the pop culture. So yeah, this sound thing, I assume, is a really big deal for sound people. We have the Urban Apocalypse Wasteland 2 bundle for 3D printers. This features a bunch of things you can 3D print that are vaguely post-apocalyptic, cyberpunky, end of the world. So we've got, a lot of filler stuff like cabinets, ruins, vehicles, drones, crates, things to decorate your map with. We've got some figures in there, mutant creatures, dudes with guns, dudettes with guns, vehicles. I like the fact that they're doing vehicles. Unfortunately, these guys never post pictures. We've looked at a lot of these bundles. Oh, actually, this one does post some pictures. Not very good, but yeah, there's a bundle in here. You can get like bedroom, street barricades, dumpsters, cars, shelves, some more cars, some mutants, mutant babies, mutant nightmare babies, a lot of cars, a lot of just set decoration. If you're playing miniatures, then sure. $25, and it goes to support Make-A-Wish. We have an Audio Apocalypse bundle, which features sort of a bunch of downloadable music and books on tapes and collections of stuff, multiple tracks of fantasy, horror, steampunk, cyberpunk, cozy casual, superhero, and more, including 600 voice acting lines. Okay, I guess just video things. That's $20. It goes to support the Children's Miracle Network Hospital. Goodman Games is still trying to get rid of the Lankmar stuff. They've got the Last Carl for Lankmar bundle. This for $12. You can get every product that Goodman Games for DCC for the Lankmar setting, Fritz Lieber's Home of Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser. If you want to go up to $40, you get the Lankmar box set with setting book, city map, and adventure collection, but you also have to pay for shipping and handling, and that goes to another food charity. We want a lot of food charities. The Map Maker bundle is still going strong. $30 gets you campaign cartographer, dungeon designer, city designer, cosmographer, all these, campaign cartographer was the huge geometry, computer aided drafting. It was a biggie at some point in time. This was like the thing. Like if you understood the math behind this was the Map Maker. Obviously, if they're selling it now for $30, when it used to go for like $100 plus, there are better and things out there, most of which are free. But this goes to support another children's charity. So we've got a lot of charities that are helping children in need or get food or whatever. So, this is probably the time when I should say that, you can skip the middleman and support the charity of your choice directly. Or you can go to tiltify.com and use the Yogcast, which is supporting several charities, or all the charities across the planet, or have links out this year to say, hey, it's Christmas. Maybe you have a favorite charity like Feed the Squirrels or, whatever. Here's a chance to donate, and you can skip the middleman and say, I want to donate to that charity, but I don't need the 200 STL files. Here you go. Here you go. And then we have the My Little Pony from Metagame Game Studios. We have the My Little Pony Adventures in Equestria deck building game, the entire deck building game for $30. This goes to support, yet again, children's hospitals. Of course, with this one, you'd have to get the cardboard, print out all the cards, replace the ink at least once, at which point in time you've probably spent as much money as you would have spent had you bought the actual physical product, assuming you could find anybody that's still carrying My Little Pony products. So yay, My Little Pony Adventures in Magic. So yeah, nothing really jumps out at me this week, but that doesn't mean there might not be something in here that you're like totally excited about. So yeah, use the link down below to go to DriveThru and purchase your own copies of these various products that are marked down. And if you use my link and get them, I get a little something. But since most of these are free, I don't get that much. But yeah, it's a good time to think about charity. If you've got a charity you want to support, please do. Maybe I'm your favorite charity and you want to support me because, yeah, I could use that holiday bonus. Lord knows Steve the cat would like some Christmas presents. It's Monday. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Have a great week, guys. Remember to just, as they say, be cool, be kind, blah, blah, blah. Be safe. Live fast, die young. It's better than, other appropriately Christmassy things. Yeah. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Tinsel torn, the stockings burn, the sleigh was smashed, the tide has turned, oh cruel time!